Alright guys, it's time to talk about Cardano on the channel once again, and I just want to start out by saying that I am not one of the biggest Cardano bulls, guys. However, I do have Cardano in my bag, and I want to make this as neutral as possible, guys. I know some of you are going to give me some, nasty comments probably on whatever. Doesn't really matter, guys. I've already gotten into the reasons why I am not the biggest Cardano fan many times in many videos before. You can go back and check those if you want. But let's just get through this technical analysis here. And yeah, I just want to start by, saying that we did get some news today. And basically, President Trump has directed the Presidential Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve here that includes XRP, Sol, and ADA. Now, he went on later to clarify that Bitcoin and Ethereum would be included in this crypto strategic reserve. So, we did see Bitcoin actually pump, and we did see Ethereum pump. Now, let me go back to the ADA chart because this is what this video is mainly about. Now, ADA has actually pumped through several levels already. And, I think it's going to continue to pump because honestly, ADA is really oversold in my opinion. Now, we can take a look. Let's just go look at the RSI actually so I can, show that this is probably the case. Now, on the daily time frame, it is very low here on the Stoke. It is, getting a little bit oversold now on the RSI. I do want to look at the week here. Very oversold here on the Stoke, and it still has some room to grow here on the RSI. And let's look at the month. The month actually has some room to grow here, kind of going sideways right now on the Stoke, but I do think that this will start to turn up probably, in April, because it's already, basically put in its little movement here for the month of February, and it's a monthly time frame, so this probably isn't going to change that quickly. Now, RSI is pointed to the upside here. It looks okay. It has plenty of room to grow. So these longer time frames mostly look pretty good. Now, let's go to the lower time frames. It is getting a little bit overheated on the 4-hour on both the Stoke and the RSI here. On the hourly time frame, again, it's overheated, guys, on both. Now, the 15-minute time frame, not a very reliable time frame, but still overheated here on the RSI. Now, interestingly, on the Stoke RSI, it is oversold. So, on the lower time frames, I do expect this to cool down a little bit. Although on the 15-minute, it looks like it wants to take out these highs here. So let's see if it can do that. It needs to break about $1.10 to get through some resistance and move to the next level here at about $1.20. So if we look, let's see, on the daily time frame, what is the highest we've been here? Okay, we have been basically, let's just say, to the top of this Fibonacci level that we are in right now, and we've been rejected. And yeah, I mean, that rejection here caused us to go all the way down to, what was this on this candle? 50 cents basically. So yeah, it lost almost like 2/3 of its value when it got rejected there. Now, will we get through $1.10 tonight? We're getting overheated, like I said, guys, but it's very possible. I think we will have some momentum left still, but I don't know if we will break the top of this, level here, basically. This little local high, I should say. I don't think we'll break $1.20. We may push up to here, but I think we're going to bounce around for a little while until we cool down and then start to work on the Fibonacci here and moving up into, this Fibonacci level. So there are a lot of, resistances here in this level. So be aware of that. I mean, we've been trading down here so long, guys, that there's just more resistances, at these lower levels than at these upper levels up here. I mean, actually, ADA hasn't gone higher than, what, $3 in the past? So, Yeah, I mean, there's almost no resistances once you get above this Fibonacci level here at about $2.35. You just have to worry about getting rejected here at, this Fibonacci. So, anyways, it is looking a lot better for Cardano, I should say, but Cardano is still not out of the woods, guys. I mean, it's still got a lot of work to do. And it's funny that when XRP and Cardano pumped last time, a lot of Cardano fans said, yeah, XRP will be under $1 tomorrow, and it was quite the opposite, guys. So let's see if Cardano can, sustain the momentum that it has right now. I mean, it is the largest pumper of the day. And there's a big community behind Cardano, guys. I mean, if we look at the tokenomics, there's 45 billion max supply. Most of this is out, 36 billion basically circulating. And I always say that I like to keep my coins under about 10 billion if possible. But when you have such a community, guys, like the Cardano fans, it tends to get eaten up really quickly. So that's a good thing. About the Cardano community. There is a very strong community behind it. There is a lot of believers in this. I'm just not convinced, with Cardano. It's just very slow developing. And I just don't want to get into everything right now. It doesn't really matter. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin, guys, I can say that yesterday and even today, I was very skeptical that we were going to pump above this resistance right here. What is it? 93,600 basically. And I thought there was no chance, guys. And we only have an hour and a half until this closes. And we may have saved ourselves in this bull run. Actually, Trump basically has saved the bull run by announcing this crypto reserve. Now, I am not a Trump fan either. Until Trump makes the strategic reserve officially, I am not a believer in Trump, guys. I think he's basically hurt crypto more than he's helped it, honestly, in my opinion. Now, today, okay, he saved the day, but let's see what happens from this point on, guys. Right now, we are barely hanging on by a thread, you can see. So we are sitting at what, almost 94,000. We're only about $340 above this, support as it is right now. I would like to see us really maintain the 95,170, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's still, 1,200 above us. And I think we're kind of running out of momentum right now, just because we have pumped so far today. Now, putting this on a daily time frame, this is what this looks like. I have extended this box, by the way, just to show you that we have come back into the box. And we have basically almost made a U here. So that is nice to see. I mean, we have gotten rejected. You can see on the daily time frame, though, up here, I mean, it's not like exactly touching the line, but in my opinion, these lines are not perfect. So if I readjusted it, maybe, it could touch it, but this is close enough in my opinion. This is only basically like $70 off or something like this. In my book, it's good enough. Basically, you got rejected here so far. Not you, but we, I can say. And let's see what happens tonight. We still have an hour and a half like this shows down here, guys. Now, Ethereum. It got saved by the trend line here. It's been saved by the trend line for 3 days in a row. And it is finally getting that bounce. It's making its way back into this Fibonacci zone here. So, sitting right in the middle of it. I am still not impressed by Ethereum, despite this pump. I mean, it still looks the ugliest of, many coins that I've looked at. And, if we draw a trend line here, actually, it still has to break this trend line, basically. And it's got quite a ways to go before you get there. So I'm going to draw this trend line right here. We'll see what happens when it gets to the top of the Fibonacci here at 2750, basically. And then we'll see, where it takes on this little trend line, but I don't know. I have to see this get through this trend line first to have a little bit more faith in Ethereum. It's supposed to be the leader of the altcoins, but it's not leading, guys, unfortunately. Now, total crypto market is coming back into the zone where we were for so long, guys. You can see we just traded sideways here for so long. And we are back in that zone, so let's see if we can break through 1.25 trillion, and then we might be back off to the races. Now, the dominance, guys, it's getting support still here at 60.46. It did try to break through this little trend line here on a 4-hour candle. If I put this on a daily, though, it looks like it hasn't even touched it. It's kind of weird. But on a 4-hour time frame, it came down and touched it and broke through it, but it's still finding support here. So I'm a little bit worried, although we have broken this trend of making higher lows. That is a good sign. So let's see if we can break through this tonight or tomorrow. But the main thing is, guys, we have to lose this trend line. This trend line has mainly kept us up for several years. And if I show you this, if I zoom out, you will see that. But basically, it goes back to November of 2022. And it's just kind of bounced along here. And now we did have a couple little mini altcoin seasons. But yeah, that was just kind of fake outs. So let's see what happens. But yeah, we still need to take on, 60.46 and break through this trend line. Then we may have an altcoin season on our hands. Now, liquidation heat map. Shorts are getting wrecked. Almost a billion. We're coming close to a billion, being wrecked. But I think a lot of shorts are, I hope, closing their shorts. So yeah, if you have a short, you may get liquidated. Now, going on to the quarterly returns, Bitcoin is just barely red this quarter. Ethereum is still heavily red, but I'm not sure how often this updates. I refreshed this right before the video. Didn't really change. So you can see March still heavily green. February was terrible though. But yeah, maybe we were kind of saving some of this for March. Maybe we'll have an excellent March. Maybe we'll have 30%, 40%. Who knows this month? Now, the Fear and Greed, 26. I think tomorrow we're going to see this go up, probably at least to about 40 or 50. Never know, but yeah, that's just my guess. And altcoin season, I'm really surprised. I refreshed this and it went from a 22 to 20. So again, I'm not sure how often this refreshes, but yeah, right now we're in Bitcoin season. Anyways, if we go to the Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but bull market peak indicators, sell at the top, basically still 0 from 30 have been hit. Even though Friday we did hit this 10 days of ETF net outflows, I guess Friday we had an inflow and it kind of reset. So we still have 0 from 30. It's 100% hold. And economic calendar, guys, pretty much we have all week, something except really Tuesday. We do have a lot of ISM and PMI numbers coming out. But the main thing is on Friday. Non-farm payrolls will be the most important thing this week. So you're going to see a little bit of volatility. Plus, you have a lot of speakers that day, and Fed Chair Powell is speaking that day too. Now, the crypto bubbles, the week has actually turned green now. You can see it's outlined in green. Month, still pretty heavily down though, guys. So we have lost a lot in our bags. But now, Coinondo here, it does have Cardano, of course. You can go in, look to see where you have the best staking. You don't want to get locked up in a position, guys, so maybe look for flexible or 30 days, probably maximum. But you do what you want to do, guys. I will do what I want to do, but I think flexible at this point is probably the safe thing. Now, if you like this video, guys, please like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.